Exploring the Learn section, Part 2, Discussions. During this video, we're going to highlight what the discussion section is, and we're calling it a discussion board. We're going to show that it really has the same features as the assignments section. And our goal is for you to be able to create a sample discussion with description, learning goal, and some directions. So there's a couple different locations where you can get to your discussions. I'm going to go into my middle school sandbox first just to showcase this. Your very first location is you can go right over to the left-hand side in your navigation menu and you can see discussions. Currently it's not visible to students to be able to interact with. So I can click on discussions and that'll open up just the discussions that have kind of been set forward and pushed through. You'll see that we've put some in here for you. So for example, a class question board. It's a great place to ask questions about your class or homework. If I go back to my discussions, you will also see that we've got kind of this discussion template, and this is what we're going to be asking you to utilize. We would hope that you would be able to put in, when you're creating your discussions with your students, a title for your discussion, your learning goals, as well as those directions and questions that you're going to be asking your students to really work on. Now, the second location where you can find your discussions is if you just go into your Learn section, you can always add your discussions straight into your modules, which we feel would probably be best because it would help with your organization and your sequence. We've also put that discussion template right here for you. I'm going to go into my dashboard and just showcase kind of with the elementary. It's going to look the exact same way. We've got our discussions right here, and then when we go into our Learn section, you'll be able to see your discussions as well in your modules when you push those through. Now, one thing to note too, whenever you add a discussion, it will look like the conversation bubbles going back and forth. And when I'm in a module, all I have to do is click the plus icon, and I can go down and select discussion as well as new topic. So discussions or discussion boards, Canvas provides a kind of an integrated system for class discussions, allowing both the instructors and the students to really start and contribute discussion topics as desired. It's that collaboration and the communication piece that goes back and forth. Discussions allows for interactive communication between at least two or more people or students. Users can participate in a conversation with an entire class or with a small group. They can also be created as an assignment for grading purposes, okay? Or they could simply serve as just a forum for topical and current events. They can be created within student groups. So we're going to talk just a little bit more about these discussion boards. I'm going to click on my Edit button, and you're going to see that this opens up that rich content editor. Once again, we do want you to put in a discussion board title. We would like you to put in the learning goals or state standards that connects to, and then really your directions and questions. This part's really important. We want to make sure that when you are posting a discussion question, that you're really specific with your students on what you're asking them to do. If you want them to respond just to a question, make sure that you put that down. If you want them to also read and respond to their classmates' questions or comments, that's another important piece to put down. Once you have your discussion board question set up and your topic, we're going to scroll down a little bit and you'll see that you can post it to all of your sections, or you can type in just to post it to a specific. You can add attachments, and then under our options section, you can allow threaded replies. This is really important because then I can respond to somebody else and it puts everything together in its threads. Users must post before seeing replies, meaning if you have students or a question that you want to make sure that they all give their own unique independent response to, that would be a great box to check. Enable podcast feed if it's for grading purposes. And once I click that grading purposes, you're going to see that this then opens up to another section with possible points, how you want those points to be displayed. If it goes into an assignment group, And what I would highly encourage, if it's a discussion with the assignment group, make sure that it goes with discussions so that it can be set up and synced with your navigation on the left. If it requires peer reviews and who you're assigning it to. When I unlink or uncheck box this graded, you're going to see that all kind of disappears. Allow linking or liking. Only grades can be liked and sort by likes. And add to a student's to-do list so that it populates for them. Now, once you have made your selections and your changes, you'll need to make sure that you always go down and click the Save button. So our goal now is for you to create a sample discussion that includes a discussion description, a learning goal, and directions. Thank you.